Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is December 27th, and just in case you're wondering why I'm in a car, I am in Hawaii right now. I'm just south of Hilo, Hawaii, in fact, and it's always good for me to kind of test out my equipment here because I'll be on the road storm chasing here during the season, and I like to do my briefings on the road, so this is always good to keep up and on my game here with as far as how I'm going to do things on the road. But yeah, let me know what you guys think here. Hopefully this is getting the job done. You can see we got looking at the Doppler radar here just south of Eureka, California. And if we look off the coastline here, you can see some lightning activity here. So that could be moving towards the coastline today. Don't be surprised if you get a thunderstorm, potentially all the way down towards the Bay Area here. And there's even a winter weather advisory here, mainly above 4,500 feet there. And if we just go ahead and jump right into things here, you can see the infrared satellite imagery showing that system impacting California as we speak right now, and that'll be sliding down as we go, and this front will be falling apart as we go into the nighttime hours tonight. And our next storm system lies back here north of the Hawaiian Islands. You can see it here plain as day, and this is going to bring a better chance for some rainfall all the way down to Southern California also, and we'll look at those details here as we go through the video as well. Now this is looking at the NAM 3KM here. Let's back this all the way up, and you can see this is where we currently are, about right here, and you can see that activity moving and eventually sweeping down across the Bay Area here as we go through the very early afternoon hours. And again, you can't rule out a thunderstorm activity with some of this precipitation as it moves, but you can see it pretty much falls apart as we go into tomorrow morning. Then we scroll out a little bit further here. Now we're going on into excuse me, Thursday night, and you can see some additional precipitation start to come and a stronger frontal system off the coastline as we go through the day Friday. Of course, it's going to impact Northern California first and eventually sweep across the Bay Area and Southern California as we go on in through Saturday morning. Now, taking a look here, we've got dangerous surf, light, and life-threatening rip currents and coastal flooding here. Take a look at that extreme risk. Take immediate action. There's possible seawater flooding there. It could be some beach erosion going on and some big sets of waves. So heads up if you are out and about near the coastline, any place up and down the California coast here over the next few days. And that secondary storm is also going to bring a nice shot of some enhanced wave action as well. Now, taking a look at California here. So I'm just going to show you here the graphic. You can see that we're dealing with high surf warnings. We got coastal flood advisories. We got surf advisories. We got all kinds of stuff out there. And, don't be out in the water here. The rip currents are going to be really nasty here over the next few days as well. Hopefully you guys can view some of this wave action here from a safe distance. This is Eureka, California. And again, up and down the coastline, high surf warnings are going to be in effect. You can see this goes all the way from the California-Oregon border all the way down to Southern California. And look at some of these waves, 28 to 32 foot breakers for west facing beaches. And looking at the storm number 1 rain forecast, look at San Francisco, not bad, a half an inch to an inch there. Snow level 6 to 7,000 feet here. Just kind of some minor impacts out there. But again, a nice precipitation maker here, mainly Sacramento north and some of the Bay Area and some of the coastal areas as well. And then we got another storm system sweeping in there also. And you can kind of see that one here on the right side of the graphic here. Some nice amounts up and down the coastline. Definitely, we will take it here for sure. And that's going to be Friday and Saturday. Now, this is high surf warning again. I'm not even sure which one this was here, but it is. I think this is a Bay Area actually. But you can see the hazards: large breaking waves, rip currents, sneaker waves, increased coastal run up, storm surge. So watch out, especially when the tides are high, especially early in the morning. You can see some of these breaking waves up to 30 feet here. So yeah, watch out. This goes all the way through 3 a.m. Friday. So here we go. We also have some winds going on too. It's going to be kind of blustery here as we go through the day today. There's a wind advisory, mainly north of the Bay Area, but you can get some gusty winds. You can see San Francisco at 35 and stronger, higher amounts as we go up the coastline here as well. And this goes Wednesday morning today through early afternoon. Now, here we are with the wave action itself. We're looking at yesterday afternoon's European run. So let me put this into motion, and you can see as we go through the day today. Now we're into very early Thursday morning. You can see that wave action sweeping down the coastline there as we go through the day tomorrow. And then you can see that next set of some pretty enhanced wave action also rolling on in through the weekend here. So yeah, crazy stuff incoming here. Don't turn your back on the ocean, folks. Now looking at the European on the left versus the GFS on the right. So here goes our current system as it's rolling in. and maybe the European a little bit more wet with that system here, but you get that front falling apart here as we go on in through the day tomorrow. Maybe some precipitation still falling there across portions of Northern California as that next system approaches, and you'll see that one has a better chance of bringing some precipitation down to Southern California. Looks like the GFS upgraded amounts for maybe Los Angeles and San Diego a little bit there as well. And then there's another system behind that actually the GFS would be a more robust system for Southern California versus the European. As you can see, this is much further off the coastline here versus this one. Could bring another round of precipitation to Southern California, but we're looking quite a ways out in the model runs there. We'll watch that again tomorrow. Taking a look at the lightning flash density potential for the next couple days. You can see as we go through the afternoon today, some of that thunderstorm activity could be across the Bay Area, some of the Central Coast. That kind of fizzles out here. Then we get on into Friday, and we might bring a thunderstorm or two with it here across some portions Central and Southern California as well. Not a major lightning maker though, and this is the only one the Storm Prediction Center has up right now, day one. You can see it does include the Bay Area and most of Northern California as well, and we'll continue to watch that tomorrow also to see if they're going to update that thunderstorm threat for Southern California in the upcoming days. Taking a look here at the GFS versus, actually I think we're looking at the European here on the we're looking at the European here on the left at 39,000 feet, and we're looking at 10,000 foot temperature here on the right. And you guys know I like to show you the upper levels of the atmosphere, and this is the temperature on the right. So if we put that into motion, you can see that system that is currently moving in now, and you can see that jet stream to the left there. And then we bring this next system here, so you can see that nice troughing kind of moving its way towards California. You see that colder air extends a bit further south there, and that's why we're going to get better precipitation amounts through Southern California with that next system. Now, taking a look here at snowfall. So the model's backed off a little bit here. You can see this first system kind of pathetic showing there across a lot of the Sierra Nevada. Better amounts where there are some winter weather advisories across Northern California, as you can see there. What are they calling for? You know, some places showing up maybe 6+ inches there. And then we scroll off into the future here. We bring the next storm system in. Again, it starts across the Sierra Nevada and brings a few inches of snowfall here, but we're not looking at a huge major snowstorm. But it does show some snow even for the Southern California higher peaks here. So I'm going to bring an inch or two out of that as we go through this weekend coming up. Now, this is looking at total precipitation in inches on last night's European run. And you see the nice amounts for some of the coastal areas here. Front falls apart, then the better storm rolls in here as we go on in through Friday and Saturday morning. And you can see some nice amounts overall here, especially Bay Area north and then down the coastal areas too. And trying to squeeze a half an inch or so out across maybe the Los Angeles and the San Diego metro here as well. And we scroll off into the future and you can see that next storm missing off to the south and west. We'll worry about that as we get a little bit closer to it. Now, here is the European model here for Los Angeles. And you can see as we go day by day here, model run by model run here, it's showing about a half an inch on yesterday afternoon's run as well. And then you can see another system off into the future starting to show up there also. Something we'll be watching over the next few days. Taking a look at San Francisco International. And this is that secondary system here. It's talking about, maybe 3/4 of an inch with that one and only 1/10 of an inch on this initial system here. This is a little bit frustrating here. It did back off a little bit, but some areas are going to be getting higher amounts. And then we see the potential for another system here as we go into the first week of the new year. Now, 6 to 10 day, not much has changed here, so we'll just continue to watch this day by day. This goes through January 5th. You can see California right there, and Nevada, Arizona, kind of that an above average signal here over the next 6 to 10 days. And here's the 8 to 14 day, and it shows much of the west. Got some probabilities for above average there also. So anyway, hope you guys are liking these videos. Click like and subscribe. I'll be back probably on January 3rd here coming up, so I still have a few more days to go out here. Trying to fine-tune how I want to do these briefings out here. Hopefully I'm getting the point across and helping you guys out a little bit as we go. So anyway, so what else? I guess we will just go ahead and break everything down again as we go through it tomorrow, and watch for these systems. Watch out for those waves up and down the coastline. That surf is going to be pretty active. But anyway, we'll do this again tomorrow. Hope you guys are having a good day, and I will talk to you guys then.